Alright, YouTube, we got the engine out on the ground. Got to make a stand for it. Well, my dad has to make a stand for it because I am not a welder. Might be a machinist and I might be a mechanic, but I ain't no welder. So, yeah. But it's out. It's on the ground. As you can see, there's some stuff missing. Got a fucking mess of parts and tools laying everywhere. Working on getting the injection pump off. I'm getting the pump rebuilt. Probably turned up just a little for the turbo. Like I said, this is going to be a very long and a very expensive project. Hopefully by summer I can have the engine done. And some of the paint work on the tins I already have off done. It is getting a double split, and I will explain why. What a double split is, I already have it split at the bell housing, but it needs split at the center section of the transmission and the differential. I'll explain that in a little bit. But right now, like I said, I'm working on getting the pump off, but I don't have anything to spray to clean this up so I can mark it with paint stick to know when I put it back together where the gear goes back onto the hub of the pump. I'm sure the IT manual explains it if you don't do that, but I just want to make it a little easier on myself when I put it back on so it's in the right spot, and then I can time it because I believe it is 23 degrees before top dead center. Personally, I've never timed the mechanical injection pump. I have rebuilt a mechanical injection pump, but that was different. The gear came with the pump on a Ford motor. The hole is obviously too small for the pump to go back through. So this is a little bit different. It's a double time. So you have to time the pump to the case at 23 degrees after you put the gear in time. And then the gear is swashed. So it's not really that complicated. You put it back in the same spot, leave those bolts loose, you'll have your timing mark. With it in time, cylinder number 1 should be at top dead center. And you loosen those bolts up, loosen the 3 bolts up, and angle it to 23 degrees, which should be right. Went to Harbor Freight. I bought a parts washing tank. $100. What sucks is you can't use like kerosene or anything, so you have to use mixable degreaser, which it works pretty decent. I'm letting it soak. The oil filter and stuff that came out of this were trashed. Like, they're bad. Inside of this, I don't have a light, so can't show you, but they were bad. I have to clean up all this mess. Needs a clutch. The clutch itself isn't bad. The pads are still good. But the pressure plate and the flywheel are you can see that. They're pretty wore. Hopefully I can get the flywheel machined. But why I have to do a double split, which really sucks. Some of you guys have followed me on Instagram. Thanks to Michigan Farming for giving me a shout out on Instagram. Know that the PTO shaft and the hub that bolts into the flywheel, there's a hub. You can't see it, but there's a hub right here. That hub from Ford is about $500, $400 to $500, and then the shaft runs through the transmission for the PTO is anywhere between $650 to $1,000, depending on which shaft I have, which length I have, which I don't know until I get it out. So yeah, I'm probably just going to go with aftermarket. Everybody said don't because you'll just be replacing it again. Well, from a machinist standpoint, from what I'm noticing, it's the splines that are too soft. So if I run the splines through an induction heat, hit them with quenching oil, and then heat them up again and hit them with Casonite, which is a hardening compound, I can bring the carbon content of the steel up, make them hard enough to where they're not going to twist and wear. Someone said, what about shearing the teeth off? This was on Facebook. Someone said about shearing the teeth off, well, the shaft is so long and the shaft is still soft, it has deflection, it'll twist. Now, yeah, I guarantee you if you put enough shock on it, it will break. But I don't plan on using the PTO that much, and I really don't want to put $1,400 in a PTO assembly in something I'm not going to use that much. It's mainly going to be for pulling, so I'll just harden them. Casonite only hardens between 20 and 40 thousandths, depending on how hot you get it. Quenching oil just hardens the part all the way through, but it's not like super hard. It brings the carbon into a more uniform pack, so it'll still flex, and then the teeth will be hard and so will the hub. I'm really actually undecided on that yet, but I'm pretty sure that's the way I'm going to go with it. So I have to double split it. I have to split the transmission off, pull the snap ring out, pull the shaft out. So, yeah, that's fun. But this is the main priority, getting all the parts for this. I can change the hub and run it for however long and change the shaft. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Other than that, not much going on. I'm going to try to get them canisters and stuff cleaned up. Here's what came out of the oil filter housing. Nice dark sludge. Even in the bottom of this. Yeah, just sludge. Yeah, at least I know the inside of the motor's clean, because all the sludge was in the oil pan. So, yeah. So, alright, YouTube, that's it for this. That's what's going to happen. Got to get a sandblaster, because I want to sandblast up the other parts to paint them. So, yeah. So, thanks for watching. There'll be more to come. Got to get software for the laptop. I have a camera and stuff. So, yeah. Bear with me here. So, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. So, yeah.